Guys, we are here with two of the cast members of Spud 3. They've just started filming off the heels of Spud 2. So basically we have Troye here, who's the lead character, he plays Spud or John Milton. And then the newest addition to the cast is South Africa's biggest YouTube star, Caspar. So it's great to have you here. And this is the official sort of shout out that Caspar is in the cast, which is great.
True.
So yeah, we've got some questions from the media, including sort of the Star Tonight section and Channel 24 and some others. So we're going to go ahead and ask you some questions, guys.
Sounds good.
Woo! So you guys started filming this week, and what's it like on set?
I started a bit after you.
Yeah, no, well, for me it's kind of like coming back home or something, just because I've done it so many times now. This is the third movie, obviously. So yeah, it's always good to see everyone again and everything. But yeah, I don't know how Caspar's first 2 days have been.
First film.
I've never been like directed before when I'm on camera. I usually just do it myself, and I don't really act in my videos. So it's been very like scary, and I felt very intimidated. But the cast have been really nice to me, and I always ask Troye for help. Like yeah, yesterday went really well. I thought I never gave me a round of applause for my first ever scene, and it was just like wow, that's amazing. And then today, I found it a bit harder, but I guess there'll be days like that. So it was cool.
Yep.
Oh, that's cool. Awesome. And Troye, so you're originally from Australia, right?
Well, originally I was born in Johannesburg, but then I moved to Perth when I was 2. So I live there now, and I've been based in Australia for a while. But yeah,
and you're still based there now.
You consider him a South African YouTuber.
100%.
Yeah. And so you're both enjoying, well, especially you, Troye, being back in Cape Town.
Yeah, so much. I love it here so much. It's like my favorite city in the world, definitely. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And Caspar, you currently in the UK. What's it like being back in South Africa?
It's the best. My plan is to live here permanently.
Eventually.
Yeah, eventually.
Cool. So yeah, Caspar, we just wanted to find out a bit more from you, being on the movie set. This is a new experience, and sort of what do you think? What's the comparison to a YouTube channel?
Wow. I mean, I think I've learned a little bit about what they're actually doing behind those huge cameras from making YouTube.
Now you know how people feel in the movies.
Yeah, I feel like the next big production houses are going to come from YouTubers. Like in the UK, we have big studios called the YouTube Studios, and there's like 14-year-old kids handling equipment basically as big as the stuff they're using here. So I've seen it before, but I haven't seen it this professionally used, and I feel like I'm watching a behind-the-scenes trailer of Spud. Everything's kind of magical. It's really cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
But yeah, it's a lot slower than I thought it would be. I guess that's because I'm used to YouTube. Like you can do it in a day, but they're perfectionists here. So.
Yeah. Oh, cool. So yeah, as you said, Caspar, so obviously you're sort of our biggest YouTube star. We'll get onto that a little bit later. Troye, you've also got a YouTube story, and you were also found on YouTube, weren't you?
Yeah, basically. So when I was, I think maybe 12 in 2007, I started posting myself up singing on YouTube, and through that I ended up getting a manager who got me into film and stuff like that. So basically everything I've ever done has come from YouTube indirectly. And then, yeah, and then in September I started making vlog videos, and I started doing them weekly. So yeah, and that's like changed my life way more than I thought was ever possible. So yeah, it's going good. I'm happy.
Funny story.
That's awesome. Aren't going to give us a little taste of your singing?
Sorry?
You aren't going to give us a little taste of your singing?
No, not right now. Not today.
No, that's awesome. And you've sort of recently done a big push in your YouTube channel. You've now got over 350 subscribers. What's sort of sparked the increase? Your big increase to 350,000.
I think it's just vlogging. I think people connect with vlogging a lot. So yeah, I don't know. I had no idea. I didn't think about getting subscribers or anything like that. I I've been watching vloggers since I started, you know, like posting on YouTube, and I've always thought it was something that I wanted to try, but I thought that maybe like, I don't know, no one would care what I had to say.
I don't think you're giving yourself enough credit because he approached me before he started vlogging properly.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna start vlogging. I'm gonna start doing what you guys do. And I was like, okay, I'll try and help you. Also, I would love to try it out for Spud one day. So we both kind of spoke to each other about what it's like to be. I asked him what it's like to be in the movies. He asked me what it was like to vlog, kind of thing. And like, he definitely planned out his rise to YouTube stardom.
And now what? Like 8 months later, and Caspar's in the movie, and my channel's going well. So
you know exactly. You knew exactly what you wanted to do. I don't think it was fun.
No, you're right. Yeah, no, I didn't. I thought about it, and I thought, you know what, this is something that I really want to like commit to now. You know what I mean? I think it's something that, like I said, I've always wanted to do it. I just didn't know if I could pull it off. So then in September, I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna go for it and try. And
any sort of aims with your YouTube channel?
Well, I think the first big aim, which I thought was super optimistic, was to hit 100,000 subscribers. And I hit 100,000 subscribers at some point earlier this year. So after that I was kind of like, now what? Because that was kind of like, I don't know, that was my goal. And so once I hit 100K, I didn't really know what to do anymore. But I guess, I don't know. I mean, you just keep going, and the goal just keeps, you know, changing. So yeah, it's cool.
Oh, awesome. Cool. And Caspar, let's chat a little bit about your YouTube story. I was hearing, we've heard quite a bit about it, financially independent at 18 through it. Just give us a brief rundown of your channel.
I don't think I planned it as much as, like, well, I'm not saying Troye planned it, but I think he was a lot more technical. I kind of like, I guess I learned how to do it over the course of 2 years. I had a few channels, and then eventually I figured out that I needed to surround myself with other good YouTubers, which I think you've also done.
Yeah.
To create a kind of group type thing, and we all just grew together. So whenever one of us gets a new viewer, hopefully we all get a new viewer, a bunch of us, including Troye, and you might know Jack's Gap and Marcus. And
that sort of motivated you to move to the UK, didn't it?
Yeah, just to kind of surround myself with people who are thinking the same way I am, and who I can collaborate with. And hopefully that kind of stuff happens in South Africa as soon as we realize, or as soon as our internet speeds increase.
Okay. And sort of how did you come about earning money from the channel?
I guess just I think I started getting, when you start getting over 1 million views a month, then you start to feel like it can be your job.
Okay.
And
now you focus all your energy on that, except for right now.
My job is to make a video every week. That's my goal every week, and that's important.
Oh, awesome. Cool. And sort of you've said before, Caspar, that you're interested in sort of YouTube opening the doors to presenting, TV presenting, and now film star. Is this a step in the right direction? Your dream come true.
I'm gonna have to be really lucky to pull off this movie. I hope the editor's really good, because I'm not sure if I'm acting yet.
No, he's good. He's good. He's good.
But yeah, I mean, hopefully, I want to try and stay on YouTube as long as I can, but if there is only a window, then I hope it leads to hopefully a talk show or something like that. And I wanted to keep doing fun things like this. I mean, I get to wake up every day and pretend to be a student, but not actually have to do any work. That's awesome.
It's like any teenager's dream come true.
Exactly.
So, Caspar, have you yourself seen all the past sort of Spud movies?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. And one of the questions that came through was, do you and your YouTube friends, in sort of particular, do you go and watch movies in the cinemas? Is it sort of still something that's of interest to you?
Yeah, definitely. I still, even with the ridiculous prices in London for watching a movie, it's still such a cool activity to do.
Yeah. Just
to watch the latest film. And I mean, there are ways to download these things, but I don't want to be watching that stuff. I mean, maybe if I had a lovely house with a huge cinema, I would stay at home to watch a movie like Spud. But no, I think it's kind of like a family or friend event when you get to go to the cinema. But YouTube's definitely making it easier not to go out and watch bad films, because you can not just stay and watch good stuff on YouTube. But if there's a good film, you have to find out if it's a good film before you go these days. That's why there's so many, like, weird films that are kind of the same as you expect. You know what you're going to get now.
Yeah, no,
because you have to. If you don't, you're spending so much money on something.
Okay, cool. And then also, sort of, is there anything in particular that you think of that would sort of induce you and any South African YouTube friends to watch local films?
Ooh, like free popcorn. I mean, Spud. I mean, I think the fact that it's so relatable makes me want to watch it, and it feels like it feels like such a quality film to watch.
But it's something you can relate to, basically.
Yeah, I think I can relate to Spud a lot more.
Okay.
In most things I've watched in South Africa.
Yeah, that's awesome. Any sort of tips and tricks you guys want to share regarding YouTube?
I think the thing is, like, first of all, I think when everyone starts, you know, don't feel bad about kind of, you know, not knowing exactly what kind of videos you want to make or anything like that. Just start with like the first video. I think that's the hardest thing to do, and then just be consistent and upload weekly, and eventually you will find kind of like your style. It's taken me ages to try and find. I think I'm finally starting to find what I actually want to, what kind of videos I like making. But it took me a really, really long time to do that. Like, my videos are always changing and stuff like that. I still have no idea, you know, if I'm like 100% happy with them. So yeah, I mean, I think I'm getting closer, but I'm not there just yet. So I think it's just about, like, you know, like being persistent and consistent and posting, you know, every week, and hopefully posting good stuff. You know, if you can make good stuff, then that's always a good thing too.
Yeah.
It's the worst feeling in the world not putting up a video.
Yeah, like some YouTubers can do once every 2 weeks or 3 weeks. If their content is amazing, or if they've got a big hype about them. But if you don't, you have to stay in people's faces, and also try and use other platforms such as Google Plus to interact with the audience.
And any interesting stories you have for us about crazy fans?
Oh.
They're not crazy, they're beautiful.
Yeah, I had someone show up at my house like 2 weeks before I left. No, that was crazy. I did not expect that, so don't do that. No, yeah, but that's about as crazy as it's gotten for me.
Oh, okay. And Caspar, anything from you?
I mean, yeah, not really. No, my viewers are really well behaved. They're really nice. I love them.
Oh, do you? Oh, well, that's good. I'm sure they'll be pleased to hear that. But yeah, I think that's about it from us. Thanks so much for taking the time to chat with us. It was great chatting to you.
No worries.
And yeah, we look forward to seeing the movie.
Cool,
It'll be great, I think. Yeah, good luck with the filming and good luck with the YouTube channels, and hope to get the chance to chat to you again.
Yes.
Awesome.
Fantastic. Cheers, guys. Thanks so much.
Right. Thank you.